Live from Burbank Television Studios in downtown Burbank, California. It's a Thursday quiz show Thursday here at Business Pants, joined as always by Emma, Casper lurking, and Matt. Hard stop at 150 Mascardi.
Hard stop.
I'm the guy with cold hands in June, and today's apricot-shaped bag of burnt ESG nuggets, called June 9th, 2022. A big fat fun quiz for Matt Mascardi.
Yay! It's just me playing. Everybody's excited now.
This is a lot of pressure for me. Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I can be.
Here's
Are we
what I
gonna
did,
listen to
Matt.
this music the whole time? Please say no.
Yes. I went over hundreds and hundreds of our headlines. Literally, actually, it was thousands today for some bizarre reason. And I don't know. I put them into some shape. I put into some quiz shape. Here we go. Ready? Ready?
I have no idea.
You don't know what's going on today.
I literally did. There was no pre-production. I didn't read this at all. This is all Damien. So when it crashes and burns, you know who to blame.
It's always all me. Matt's always just making money for the company. All right, here we go.
Somebody's got to.
I think you're right about that. You got the first one right.
All right. Give me
Somebody
a point.
has to. All right, here we go. Here's the headline. Lufthansa CEO offers handwritten apology notes to Jewish passengers denied boarding. Do you remember this story, Matt?
I do remember this story.
Okay.
This was sad and terrible.
Sad and terrible story of Lufthansa just taking all the Jews off the plane because a couple of them weren't wearing masks, so they pulled all the Jews off. Here we go. Describe one feature of these handwritten apology notes, Matt. Describe one feature.
Cursive.
Nope.
I don't know. I mean, like, what's the feature?
This quiz is going to be a train wreck. Only the name part is handwritten. I got a PDF of the letter from Lufthansa CEO. Only the name. He only wrote his name is.
So they
Jan
printed out
Ritz,
40 of it, and he wrote his name.
Blue ink, nice blue ink. Describe one other feature of these handwritten apology notes, Matt.
Well, I went with I went with cursive before thinking that he actually wrote it. And this time I'm gonna go with misspelled names.
The letters were only sent to those passengers who have not signed onto a class action lawsuit against Lufthansa. I shouldn't be laughing, but I shouldn't be laughing.
So he's not apologizing to anybody who's suing him. That's classy.
Yeah, yes. Okay. Moving on. Well, here's a big one. Amazon's proxy, Andy Jassy's salary released. The median worker salary at Amazon made what in 2021, Matt? Go ahead. Just come on, start the conversation.
Oh, the median worker is like 32,612.
Wow. I mean, we could stop the show right here. Matt, that is incredible. The median worker salary was $32,855. I mean,
are you serious?
If we're playing prices right, the show should be over right now. I mean, you really just nailed the whole.
And I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I did not look it up. I have no idea.
Incredible.
That was just purely a guess.
How much did Andy Jassy make? CEO Andy Jassy.
Well, he just became CEO, so I imagine his golden hello is included in this year's pay package, which would put him at $117 million.
So it sounds like you're more of a Main Street guy than a Wall Street guy. Andy Jassy, $212.7 million.
Oh, so I mean, come on, I'm only off by $100 million.
That puts the pay ratio, CEO pay ratio, at 6,474 to 1. Matt, here we go. If we redo compensation so that we figure pay per breathable hour, right? Not 40 hours per week, just how much you get paid per every hour you're alive. Okay. At what time and day in the year, starting at midnight, January 1st, you know, you're watching the Dick Clark. They brought out his corpse and they're watching the ball drop.
What century is it?
At what time and day does Andy Jassy's take-home pay exceed that of his median worker? And I'm going to give you a hint. Here's the hint. There are 8,760 hours per year.
Wouldn't it? Yeah, it would be on January 1st at like 5 p.m.?
The answer is Andy Jassy takes home the same amount of pay as his median worker at 1:21 a.m. at 11 seconds on January 1st. So really, while you're still at the party, he's already exceeded your pay.
Who's still at the party? I'm not. I left the party at 10 p.m. on December 31st.
And just to play this out, I did a little bit of populist math here. He makes Andy Jassy makes $24,000 per every breathable hour that he's alive. He makes $404 for every minute he is breathing, or he makes $6.74 for every second. And the average breath cycle is about 3 seconds, which means in every breath cycle, inhalation and exhalation, yes, I did the research, he makes $20 per breath cycle. So every
wow,
that's $20. All year. Every time he has a full inhalation, exhalation, Andy Jassy has made another $20.
Look, this isn't fair. He just got the job. They gave him 200 of that 200 and whatever million just for taking the job, right? So I feel bad for Andy Jassy.
None of what I'm doing is fair, but it's all just math. Moving on. The U.S. has over 750 complaints of Teslas braking for what, Matt? What are they braking for?
I'm going to go with squirrels.
No, the answer is they are braking for no reason.
Well, that's kind of a trick question. And also, that's some good AI.
Moving on. The headline says Starbucks is looking externally for its next CEO, according to Howard Schultz, who's the CEO. Matt, succession planning and building a strong internal roster of executives is considered to be one of the key features of successful business leadership. Matt, what does Howard Schultz teach a masterclass in?
Well, I'm going to take a cue from the emphasis of your words and say business leadership.
That's right.
Yeah,
he teaches a master class in business leadership, but yet could not find a single executive created internally with at Starbucks to hire. So there you go. See the joke?
Right.
There? See the joke?
It's
a corporate governance joke of its finest kind. Moving on.
There are no good corporate governance jokes.
Here's the headline. Okay, here we are. Animal rescue CEO arrested after what was found in her home? What was found in her home? Animal rescue.
There's two news
CEO
items that you need to address before we even get to the question, which is, A, what is animal rescue? Is that like a publicly traded company? You're talking about an NGO? Is that just like
I'm enjoying
just a
these
rescue?
questions.
Like, what is that? And number two, it's her. It's a her. That's great. Female CEO. That's great.
Yeah, you're not going to be too excited for long. Yeah, go ahead. What was found in her home? Animal rescue CEO.
It's either going to be like an illegal exotic animal like gazelle, or it's going to be dead animals.
Okay, what are you going with?
I'm going to go with dead animals.
Specifically, 28 dead dogs and 2 dead cats.
Oh, no.
Animal rescue
I was thinking
CEO.
Like gerbils.
CEO. These are your CEOs, folks. Moving on. Matt, we've talked a lot about the woke wars going on. Woke versus anti-woke, ESG versus Larry Fink every day. Here we go. Which woke organization sponsored a shareholder proposal at Sturm Ruger, the guns company, asking for the company to produce a human rights impact assessment? Which woke organization?
I looked this up. It was when the shooting happened. I was looking at this, and I believe it was the nuns. It was a nun shareholder proposal by the nuns, right?
I'm gonna give you. I'll give you the bell for that one.
Yeah, that's right. You should.
Here's the woke organization. Ready? Common Spirit Health, the largest Catholic health system and the second largest nonprofit hospital chain in the U.S.
That's
the woke.
I was thinking Mercy, but that's right. It was. Yeah.
That doesn't sound very woke to me. You get what I'm going here? Okay.
I get it. You said woke a few times. I get it.
What was the number one reason why Sturm Ruger did not support a human rights impact assessment? This is what they said in the proxy.
The funny thing is I read this and don't remember because it is so nothing.
Well, this is an absurd quiz, so why would you remember any of this?
Yeah, why would I didn't know I was going to be quizzed 2 weeks later. Because they already have like a human rights policy or something.
I'm going to give you the bell on that one too, Matt. The number one reason why they did not support a human rights impact assessment is because, quote, the company has a deep commitment to human rights.
That's right. Deep commitment. Yeah, deep.
Okay.
I like that you're pressing all the buttons. The music keeps coming on and the bells. This is
Let's just say this. I don't know if it just takes nuns. It just takes, Catholic nuns, but this proposal passed with 69% of the vote. This is a major win, a huge win at Sternberger. And let me tell you this too, BlackRock, which just came out against these type of proposals, they just said, we're not going to pass social justice crap anymore. We're not going to support it. I don't know when they ever did, Matt. They actually own 16% of this company. So it sounds like all the other shareholders went with the nuns. So we just need nuns to put up everything. Every proposal should be nuns. Am I right?
There's not enough nuns. That's the
I don't even know. Maybe it's I don't know the answer to that one. All right, moving on. We're not a political show. Come on.
Nuns aren't political. They're religious.
The quiz gets a little bit easier for you now at this point. Which version of the headline do you prefer? This is the same story written by Alison Schrager, who is a senior fellow at the Manhattan Institute. She's the author of An Economist Walks into a Brothel and Other Unexpected Places to Understand Risk. Here's how Bloomberg.com did the headline. The virtue bubble is about to burst. Good riddance. And then the next day, on another news site, the headline changed to the ESG bubble is about to burst. Good riddance. What do you like better, virtue bubble or ESG bubble?
Well, considering they're both wrong, I'm going to go with the most wrong one and say the ESG bubble is about to burst.
Right. Who cares? Okay, moving on.
Yeah, you were just going to give me the bell no matter what. That was the stupidest question.
Which Zuck-related headline do you like best? I picked
these.
4 Zuck-related headlines. Here we go. First. Facebook destroyed democracy, says the U.S. government's former head of technology. Okay, that's the first headline. These are all real. Everything in this show is real, believe it or not. That's the first headline. Second headline. Meta's top engineer becomes the 3rd senior executive to step down this month. That sounds scary.
Does it though? I actually think that you picked that one because you like that the top engineer was the 3rd to step down, like the top and 3rd.
I don't even know why. It was just hard pulling this together. I was scrambling. 3, Facebook will begin trading under the ticker Meta today. It's happening today. And 4th, Meta is facing 8 lawsuits that claim it lures young people in for profit. So what do you like the most there?
I'm going to go with Facebook destroyed democracy.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's the winner. No one cares about this top engineer.
Which ESG-related headline do you like best? Ready?
None.
I got some good ones for you. Now the show's really cooking. I got 4 great headlines.
Firing on all pistons.
4 great headlines.
It took Damien all morning.
Climate change is coming for your pizza sauce.
Oh, I love that.
How about pizza sauce? Does that throw you a little bit?
Well, no, you can tell like it's probably tomato related, and you can tell like they were like,
pizza
how do we make this personal to you? Because if we just said climate change is coming for your tomatoes, like 4 people who eat salads care.
Yeah.
But if they say pizza sauce, then then it's real outrage.
Number 2, plastic is now falling from the skies in the most remote place on Earth.
I don't like that.
Number 3, Walmart pulls coconut milk brand over forced monkey labor allegations.
Oh my God, we have a winner.
Well, wait, one more. 4th, carbon dioxide levels are highest in human history. Yeah, which one do you like the most?
First of all, the last one is so obvious as to be not useful. The first one is just like an exaggerated ploy to get me to click it. The second and third ones, plastic falling from the skies and coconut milk with forced monkey labor allegations, those would be top 2, but there's no way any story is going to break monkey labor. That's
forced monkey labor. Yeah.
Forced monkey labor, is gonna win every time.
Absolutely. Gonna win again.
An ESG fact.
Here's a boring one. A
thank
Google
God.
Cloud employee set a new record doing what?
Masturbating.
Actually, this might be I'm going to give you the bell on that one. Because this actually does sound like a form of masturbation. A Google Cloud employee set a new record for calculating the 100 trillionth digit of pi.
Oh yeah, no, that's 100% masturbation. Nobody needs that.
Right? It is definitely a form of masturbation.
I mean, if you're spending all of your time doing that instead of the other things you could be doing, just saying.
Let's be fair, Matt. You're killing this quiz. And let's end today's quiz with this question. According to the Wall Street Journal, this is from today. What did Abbott Laboratories ignore in February 2021? I'll remind you, Matt, that Abbott Laboratories is the company implicated in this whole horrible baby formula debacle. What
They also
did
have
Abbott...
They also have a very insular, tight Chicago Mafia board. They all
Know your
each
corporate
other.
governance, people. Know your corporate
Know your
governance.
You just got to know. You gotta know who
Abbott...
runs.
What did Abbott Laboratories ignore in February 2021, according to the Wall Street Journal?
Now, I don't think their proxy was in February. Otherwise, I would have said a proxy vote. Instead, I know they had the baby formula recalls. I'm going to say they ignored the recalls.
I'll give you a soft bell.
That's the same bell.
They definitely ignored something. Here's officially what they ignored. Ready for this?
Yeah.
A complaint filed under the U.S. Labor Department's Occupational Safety and Health Administration's Whistleblower Protection Program by a former Abbott employee, which gave details about an alleged string of shortcomings at the company's Sturgis plant, including failing equipment that needed repair, as well as formula that was being sold without sufficient proof it was safe to consume. Hey-o!
Wow.
I don't mean to get excited by that. Sorry.
Yeah. I call that winning.
Yeah, I apologize for getting excited about that, but know your corporate governance, people. Know what's going on. Know what's happening. Know your leadership.
And you know where you can get your corporate governance information, your leadership information? Right here from Free Float. We do that on this show and with our board sabermetrics, which you can buy at any point. I'm going to sell it like it's baby formula that we're going to have to shut down the plant recall.
What would our new metrics say about Abbott Laboratories board?
It would say, for instance, that they are all highly interconnected, that Miles White was CEO and chair for a long time and consolidated a lot of power, and that no one challenged that guy. So if there was an issue, a guy like Miles White, when he was CEO, would have been the one to blame for that decision getting made. And it would have also shown that they have poor performance when it comes to caring about anybody else.
I will say, Matt, I've been in the corporate governance data game for a long time. Board data, and you know what? You're not lying. You're right. Our new scores do show what exactly what you just said. They show more than just the data you get from most providers is really just it's good. It's data. It tells you something, but we're actually applying the data. We're turning it into something. So that
we're
teasing out the stories for you, because otherwise, what are you really doing? You're just staring at a list of names and people.
If you want to know who the weak link is, you don't go to a check the box approach of making sure I know whether or not they've got like transactions with other board members. No, I go with a whole human approach. Measure the human. Treat them like a team. That's it. We're out of here. It's Damon Rollis. That was his quiz. It was a quiz. And I played it.
Pretty successful. I think you nailed it pretty much. I'm
the best part of it was you running the soundboard. That was the best part by far.
A win's a win.
I'm Matt Mascardi. We're Free Float. Come back tomorrow when we wrap up the week for you. And
Data Queen's back. Ari's back.
Data Queen is back. We're going to
Yes.
bring her back on. She's going to be back. So we'll talk to you tomorrow. Good